Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Jaws dropped when? At the end of the November 14 episode of The Young and the Restless, we learned first of all that Aunt Jordan had caused Phyllis and Sharon's accident, and second of all that the Matwoman had done so on behalf of Ian Ward, played by Twin Peaks vet Ray Wise. WDA, our heads are still spinning. Because if these two whack jobs are on the loose, it stands to reason that they were behind Heather's murder and Sharon's gaslighting. The question is, why? Ian's reign of terror dates back all the way to 1980, when Nicky joined his New World commune after escaping from a prostitution ring as a teenager. But we didn't actually meet Ian until 3 decades later, when Nicky admitted that she'd gotten pregnant way back when as part of the narcissist plot to secure his legacy with an heir. Soon enough, she had tracked down long-lost Dylan McAvoy and convinced him not to try to contact his biological father. Unfortunately, by then, the Geno City police detective had left a trail of breadcrumbs that led Ian right to him. In no time, the baddie was blackmailing Mickey for $5 million to crawl back into the hole from which he'd crept and getting slapped by her, punched by her son, Nick. You know, a ne'er-do-well's traditional welcome to town. After Nicky's long-ago lover Paul Williams was shot in the line of duty, it was discovered that he had sired Dylan, while also a member of the New World commune. But Ian wasn't done making trouble, not by a long shot. He sued Nicky for emotional distress, claiming that she'd lied that he'd been the only man with whom she was being intimate when Dylan was conceived. In his spare time, Ian messed with anyone and everyone else that he could. In particular, he toyed with Mariah, who he'd bought from a drug-addicted doctor after she was born along with twin Cassie to Sharon. At one point, Ian even got Mariah so loopy that he got her to sign papers saying that they were married. A year after all of Ian's plots were foiled, he sought revenge against Nicky and her protector, husband Victor, by demolishing Newman Enterprises with Phyllis as his unwitting pawn. When that plan went south as well, the mastermind kidnapped Nicky and Phyllis before finally being brought to justice. In the world of soap operas, few characters leave as much of an impact as Ian Ward on The Young and the Restless. A man shrouded in mystery, danger, and intrigue. Ian's presence on the show sent shockwaves through the lives of many characters. His complex story arc, full of twists and turns, has left fans asking, who is Ian Ward? And, more intriguingly, who is Heather's real killer? And how is Ian tied to this dark mystery? Ian Ward first appeared on The Young and the Restless in 2013, portrayed by actor Ray Wise. Ian's introduction was explosive, as he was initially seen as a mysterious figure linked to the world of criminal activity, and his ominous presence quickly made an impact on the residents of Geno City. With his sharply tailored suits, silver hair, and steely gaze, Ian had the kind of presence that made him impossible to ignore. Ian's connection to many key characters was initially unclear, but it didn't take long for the truth to emerge. Ian was revealed to be a former member of a religious cult, and he had a troubled past tied to various criminal activities. He was also the father of several characters on the show, including the infamous villain Adam Newman and the troubled Heather Stevens. This made Ian a critical figure in the unfolding drama, particularly with Heather's storyline. One of the most important aspects of Ian Ward's storyline is his complicated relationship with his daughter, Heather Stevens. Heather, a former district attorney and an important figure in Geno City, became the focal point of Ian's manipulations. While Heather's character was initially portrayed as someone dedicated to upholding justice, Ian's influence over her life proved to be a dark and tumultuous force. The two shared a strained father-daughter relationship, with Ian often using Heather as a pawn in his own criminal schemes. Despite Ian's attempts to control her, Heather eventually distanced herself from her father, realizing that his influence was toxic and dangerous. However, this didn't end the drama surrounding Ian Ward. His obsession with his daughter and his desire to manipulate her life remained a constant threat. One of the most compelling aspects of Ian Ward's storyline on The Young and the Restless was the mystery surrounding the murder of Heather Stevens. At the start of her story arc, Heather was presumed to be dead, her murder an unsolved and chilling event. The initial assumption was that she had been the victim of a random act of violence. But as the story unfolded, it became clear that Heather's death was anything but random. The identity of Heather's killer was a central plot point, with many characters being implicated in her death over time. However, the deeper fans dug into the story, the more they realized that Ian Ward might have been connected to the murder in ways that no one had anticipated. Was Ian the one responsible for Heather's death? Or was there someone else lurking in the shadows? The true story of Heather Stevens' death is more complex than it initially appears. While the obvious answer might seem to point directly to Ian Ward, due to his complicated relationship with his daughter and his past history of violence, the mystery was not so easily solved. In fact, it was revealed that Ian was not directly responsible for Heather's death, but rather he played a role in orchestrating the circumstances that led to it. The real killer of Heather Stevens turned out to be someone far more unexpected. In a shocking twist, it was revealed that the killer was none other than the character of Adam Newman, Ian Ward's own son. Adam, a character who had already been involved in a number of morally gray and criminal activities, was revealed to have had a far more sinister role in Heather's death than anyone had imagined. Adam's involvement in the murder was a result of a series of twisted events, and it was ultimately revealed that Ian had manipulated Adam into killing his own half-sister Heather. Ian, knowing that Adam had the potential for violence, used his influence to convince him that Heather's death was necessary for their family's survival and legacy. This revelation was a game-changer for both Adam and Ian's relationship, deepening the sense of betrayal between them and setting the stage for even more intense drama on the show. Ian Ward's impact on The Young and the Restless cannot be overstated. Though his time on the show was relatively short, his presence was felt throughout the series. His ability to manipulate those around him, especially his own children, was a defining feature of his character. His dark influence on Adam and Heather's lives created a ripple effect throughout Genoa City, affecting not only the lives of the main characters, but also the broader world of the soap opera. Ian's role in the mystery of Heather's death also highlighted some of the central themes of The Young and the Restless: the complexity of family dynamics, the depth of personal betrayal, and the lengths to which individuals are willing to go to protect their secrets. Ian's actions pushed the boundaries of what it meant to be a villain, as he was not just a criminal mastermind, but also a father struggling to maintain control over his children, even when it meant sacrificing them in the process. While Ian Ward is no longer a central character on the show, his influence lingers. His role in Heather Stevens' murder, and the shocking revelation of Adam as her killer, remains one of the most memorable twists in recent soap opera history. Ian's legacy as one of The Young and the Restless' most devious and manipulative characters is firmly cemented, and his story continues to resonate with fans. Ian Ward's character on The Young and the Restless is a testament to the power of soap opera storytelling. A man with a dark past, twisted motivations, and a complex relationship with his family, Ian was at the heart of one of the most shocking and impactful storylines in recent years. His connection to Heather Stevens' death, coupled with his manipulation of his son Adam, made for one of the most compelling mysteries in Genoa City. While the show has evolved since Ian's departure, his role in the events surrounding Heather's murder remains a central part of the show's legacy. Ian Ward may be gone from the screen, but his influence continues to shape the lives of the characters he left behind, particularly Adam, whose past sins will continue to haunt him for years to come. Whether or not Ian ever returns to Genoa City, the drama and suspense he brought to the show will always be remembered by fans as a pivotal moment in The Young and the Restless' rich history of storytelling.